watchers and enjoyers. It is I, Piggy, and I'm joined by Ash. Hello.
Hello.
And we are here to bring you yet another edition of the Watching Walford podcast. It's episode 149. Yes, we've done 149 of them, and we're still here. Let's go. And today's episode is going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 45 of 2025. All the episodes from the 3rd of the, that's supposed to say the 11th, but that says the 10th. Just let me correct that and make sure I look good in post production. All the episodes from the 3rd of the 11th all the way to the 6th of the 11th, 2025. Now we have some topics. We have the introduction. If Eve's mom is here, we have Phil finds out about Nigel. Zoe's lies are exposed. Harry and Kojo are freed, and Nicola is pregante. And then we have the awards, thoughts about the show, strictly speaking, the after show, and the outro. Now, again, this podcast could be an hour. This podcast could be 20 minutes. This podcast could be 6 hours. Well, if it's 6 hours, I'm really questioning what the hell we're doing. But but again, it just depends on how we feel, really, because again, it's been another slow, methodical week. But we'll try our best, and yeah, that's all I can really say. Very quickly. Just, do you agree with that statement? Do you think this week was good, or?
It was okay. It's just I mean, we've done a lot of complaining, so not to complain more. But yeah, it's definitely it is. You know when you're like, it's that thing where you have to learn to crawl before you can walk or whatever. That sort of thing. We're crawling right now. We've been crawling for ages. Our knees are hurting. We're fed up. We just want to start walking now.
Yeah, yeah.
But we don't decide the pace, because to be fair, I wouldn't want us as an audience to decide the pace, because EastEnders would, Ronnie and Roxy would be brought back from the dead. Abby Brandon would be brought back from the dead. Stephen Beale would be brought back from the dead, and this would have all just happened on the first week of January. So, yeah.
And don't forget the bollocks.
Fat Boy.
Yeah, Fat Boy. He would be brought back as well. He would literally descend from heaven down to us, like the second coming of Christ. The way it gets brought up. But yeah, I'll start off, shall I? Shalom. Eve's mom is here. She's here, guys. I'm just gonna adjust that timestamp actually.
Don't know why you're doing it like it's like she's some like slasher villain. She's back! Oh no! No, what are they gonna do? She's back! It's only Eve's mother. To be fair, that's just how the stands react, really. They probably do think of Eve's mum like she's a slasher villain. She's ruining a kid's life!
No, she's not.
I mean, I don't like her either personally, but
I was definitely
I'm not gonna act like it's Jacob's ladder and the notches are getting further and further apart.
Yeah, fair enough. As I was saying, Eve's mom is here. She's back, back in black. Here to hit the sack. It feels so good to be back. And yeah, so she's introduced. She has to give a reference for Eve, because Eve needs someone before her criminal life, and obviously her mom knew her before her criminal life. It'd be very weird if she didn't know her before her criminal life. I'd say that much. But yeah, so she comes in. She's a bitch. She's like she doesn't really like Suki, and to be fair, she doesn't really approve, as she calls it, the lesbian lifestyle. Which, fair enough. You do you, love. She gives a reference. She goes, yeah, I'll give you a reference, and then they go to the BAP fan.
I think how you say fair enough to not appreciate the lesbian lifestyle.
How
Piggy is a gammon.
how
Piggy is a gammon.
How am I supposed to respond to, like, she's not approving the lesbian lifestyle? You bitch. I don't know.
I mean, she doesn't like him because they're gay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a bitch move.
Well, actually,
we call that bigotry.
No, you're wrong. We call
that prejudice.
No, we don't. We call it the Saudi Arabian move. That's what we call it. But yeah, just calling it there. Just edit that in post so we don't get killed in Saudi Arabia. But as I was saying, continuing on, she goes to the Bat fan to see where Eve works, and um, Priya's getting her back blown out by bloody Ravi. I'm just saying, they were, yeah. More on Ravi later, and she she has a row with Eve, right? And this is my favorite bit. She has a row with Eve over her lifestyle and the fact she walks out on everyone and just leaves them high and dry, right? And then basically the next morning, because Eve went on drinking, the next morning Eve's mom's like, "All right, fuck that bitch. Who's bringing me to Madame Tussauds? I need to see George Clooney." Like how
It's
selfish.
just it's so mental how much of a lack of regard Eve's mum has for Eve. 'Cause essentially, if you don't know the backstory, the big crux with Eve is the fact that Eve's twin, I don't remember Eve's twin's name, died.
Erica.
And the parents, yeah, Erica, they've never forgiven Eve for her. I assume she had some part in it, wasn't she drinking? And there was like a car crash. I don't remember.
There was a car crash, yeah.
Um, but essentially, with this, they kind of, and therefore they've not forgiven her. I kind of take it to like it's a bit of a stretch, but in my brain, it's kind of like how Stella. It's kind of like how Stella's parents reacted to Stella back in the day, but obviously Eve didn't really play a part in Erica's death. It was an accident. But the parents just kind of go, yeah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck your lifestyle, fuck everything about you. I don't want you to be happy because you killed our kid. Essentially, that's how she reacts.
Yeah.
Think about the children. But it's so. I mean, first and foremost, I don't really. I w- I would not give a reference for even Suki to adopt a kid. Personally, I don't care how much you love Suki and Eve. I don't care how much you love the ship. They are like Suki is a terrible, terrible mother. She is. And like, yeah, sure, you could blame. Hey, maybe Nish was a part of the problem. Nish wasn't around for most of the kids growing up. Nish was gone for 20 years. She raised those kids by herself. She made those decisions by herself. So therefore, why the fuck does she deserve to get a second chance? I don't think she deserves it. It's like a Phil. It's like if Phil went, yeah, I'm gonna go through adoption. It's like, yeah, but Phil, you are a terrible parent. You have impacted your kids' lives for the worse. Like, what are you expecting? What are you like? You really expecting you're just gonna easily get to just gonna easily get on with it? You're not. That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, yeah. I like I said, she wanted to. She goes to Madame Tussauds, which I just wanted to bring up because I went to Madame Tussauds, and yeah, as Ash said to me in a message last night, it is a tourist trap because you go there, you meet all the celebrities that you can, well, that they have rights to, and yeah, people were feeling up Leonardo DiCaprio, like his hair, they were touching his hair. That was weird. I met Winston Churchill. There's a famous photo of me now. Me groping Winston Churchill. He loved it. It was a
Obviously, the
statue.
joke is even the Leonardo DiCaprio statue. Even he only accepts the younger people to touch it. Other than that, he doesn't really like the older ones.
Nah. I'm trying to remember what I think Barack Obama was there. Because it's fair. Because I just side note on Madame Tussauds. They fucking
Whoa!
they have a weird selection because they have this entire bit of like candidates and presidents. And I believe one of them was Barack Obama. It might have been Trump, but I believe it was Barack Obama. And then it was like Winston Churchill, the royal family, excluding Andrew for obvious reasons, and Harry for obvious reasons. And it was like the corgis. What? What the fuck? Like there was no like I understand Thatcher would be controversial. Well, like you think you'd have Thatcher there. I think she was the first lady prime minister or the second. But like you think you'd have her there. or you'd have someone significant as well. Like you think you'd have the current one as well in Keir Starmer. I know the Keir Starmer one will get egged to shit, but like, just saying. Um, but yeah, it's a fucking scam. The horror section though was my favorite bit, even though I didn't recognize any of the killers. Even though when I showed my dad the photos, he was like, "That's the acid killer," and I went, I'm not gonna question how you know this, but all right. Um,
I mean, the acid. I mean, he's a pretty famous guy.
you know, he is famous. He does watch a lot of true
It's
crime.
a story of the guy who just he grew up at a time where you could easily just get you could just get poisons. You could just get poisoned. Just poisoned everyone for fun. Somehow got released. Don't know how he got released. Got released. Poisoned more people. Then got sent back.
Fair enough. Like I was just questioning that. I was like, yeah, you watch true crime, so you'd know a lot more.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's just I don't know. I just don't like the stuff that sound. I just I don't know. Just tourist stuff doesn't speak out to me. I'm not a fucking tourist.
I
I know what this shit is.
I'd bring you to Madame Tussauds, but I know you wouldn't go. But I'd love to bring you.
I don't give a shit.
Just love to see you
It's
next to all
it's
the
just like a shit museum.
yeah. Well, true.
This person's famous. Who cares?
Where's my one, lads?
I've never really been much for tourist kind of things. Like, I'm boring. I am a homebody. You know what I mean? I like to do my own shit. Don't fucking force me to look at a museum a bunch of fucking wax figures. Like, fuck off. Who cares? I don't want to see all your wax figures.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
it's just bollocks. Who cares?
I mean, yeah.
Shit.
I get where you're coming from. I get you. Um,
And it's the time where you say that it was your favourite part of your trip to London.
no. I think my least favorite part was in London was losing my credit card, which I still haven't got a new one yet. So yeah. Um, I lost my credit card, and then I phoned the bank. I phoned not the bank. I phoned Cineworld, the London branch, and they went, "How the fuck did you get this number?" I'm like, Jesus Christ! I just lost my card. Leave me alone. But yeah, that was it. Also watched a bit of the tennis. I believe the tennis Wimbledon was on a screen in Leicester Square. But yeah, there you go.
I just remember you being in London, and any time we had to deal with a phone call, you're like, I can't fucking understand anyone. It's like you're not listening to him. You're not listening. It's like, can you handle the phone call? I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah.
And you would always feign confidence. You're like, don't worry, I'll go first until there's actually an important thing to go, and I'll go last. Like, fucking hell, all right then.
Yeah.
Piggy's the only one who's been to London before, and he's like, but look, guys, I know where everything is. I know where we're staying. We're lost.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll go first. It'll be fine. All right, you going first? No.
Yeah, I am a chef friend. Yeah, I know.
And obviously, we went with someone who lives in, well, he used to live in bumfuck nowhere, up like the top of Scotland, and they were just surprised that like that fast food places just had screens you could order on, and they were taking they were taking the lead.
Yeah,
But that London trip was still fun.
it was.
Not going back though.
No. I wouldn't expect you to. Um, but yeah, I'll continue.
London is shit.
Yeah, I'll continue on. So Eve's mom basically gets thrown out because of like they just go, yeah, you're a shit parent. Just leave us alone. We'll find a reference somewhere else. Eve loses confidence, but gets a reference from Lily, and Lily's like, "You've been a great
Also, if
stepmom
I
to
was an
me."
adoption agency, I would not accept that reference.
I wouldn't either. That's a child.
This is a reference from a 13-year-old mother. Not
Yeah.
to be super judgy, but she's not a real person, so I can be judgy as fuck. But like, what? I'm not accepting that reference. Get a fucking adult. Like, oh, here's your reference. I drew it in crayon. Like, fuck off. You're trying to adopt a kid. I'd
Oh yeah.
be like having a reference from your mate, and your mate is just like, just plays Xbox all day. Oh yeah, so calling on behalf of the, his reference for this. Oh yeah, it's a sound guy. It's really cool. Yeah, we do TikTok dances together. Like, yeah, great reference there. And obviously, I think the crux of it is basically the reference didn't fucking matter in the first place. Or at least not right now. Doesn't matter right now. Because, and I do just want to say, the guy who informs them that the application has been accepted absolutely rocks the bold. He looks fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
There are some people who suit the bold. There are some people who don't suit the bold. He suits that bold to an absolute T. What a stunning man.
Uh okay. Fair enough. Yeah, he accepts them, and that is it for even Sucky. Moving on. Go
You
on.
you 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 had a hot take about Suki and Eve's mum.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I said to Ash that I'd keep her over Sucky and Eve. That was my hot take. Because I generally liked her. I think she was a better character than even Sucky, and I'd fight anyone on it. I know people are gonna largely disagree with me, but I don't care.
Other than the fact that you nearly didn't mention it. Snake didn't mention it. Yeah, I'd absolutely fight everyone except anyone who actually responds. I'm not going to fight him.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I'm a keyboard warrior. I
Um.
don't know why I'm doing this. Uh,
Uh. Yeah. Yeah. You said personally, if I could swap even Suki for Eve's mum, I said you do that. I was like, I ain't getting rage baited for none of this.
uh, yeah, yep, yep. Fair enough.
But yeah, essentially, I still don't agree. I guess I will at some point. I will accept the fact that Suki and Eva are gonna adopt a kid, and it probably will be wholesome. And I'm glad that we're seeing representation of an older parent, or like an older like lesbian couple adopting a kid, and that kid will be loved. And I'm sure Suki will treat the kid way better than she treated all of her actual kids. But yeah, I just it's just a cognitive dissonance, right? Where you basically you established for months that Suki's a terrible mum. Most of her kids hate her. Her influence on her kids has done nothing but make them all worse and horrendous people. And now we're supposed to be excited that Suki and Eve are gonna have a kid. Like, I don't care. You said she was a shit parent. I don't want a foster kid to have a shit parent. I want them to have a good parent. I want them to have a better life than they currently have. And probably will be better, but I still don't know why you spent the last 3 months saying that Sugi is a shit parent. Like, I don't understand. You made the rod for your own back. Her whole family left because she tried to steal her granddaughter's fucking unborn child.
Yeah,
But yay, they're gonna adopt. Yay! I don't care.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Um, moving on. Finally, I got to talk about this. Um,
Sound a bit more chipper about it.
sorry, mate. Look what I've been.
Finally, I get to talk about it.
Look,
I don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
I just these are Shawn Michaels' pants that come with some of the figures. So I just decided to put them on my finger.
Piggy's having a moment, everyone.
I'm slowly having a mentee bee. But yeah, you try doing EastEnders for 149 weeks, lads. Also, I probably did mention the week it is week 45. But yeah, this is
I mean,
about
20 minutes deep.
this is about Phil finds out about Nigel. Um, yeah. So Phil, I'm still on the wrong camera. That's bloody Ash. I'm sorry, but yeah, Phil finds out
Hello.
about Nigel. Um, so he comes back Monday and sees Julie's reading something. She's reading a court paper, and and Phil's like, "What the fuck's that?" And
Basically says that Nigel's going to have to go through some like mental health checks to see, whether whether he will actually be tried for the crime or whether he'll get like diminished responsibility, which would essentially it doesn't justify the actions, but it proves that if they weren't in the right mind at the time, therefore they're probably not. You have to pass a mental check to see whether you're actually fit to stand trial and whether you're actually fit to face punishment. Which obviously, in some cases, if you do have if you have a degenerative brain condition like Nigel does, if you like, it's just kind of like, will this person spend the rest of their probably quite short life alone, getting worse in prison?
Probably not. But
But it's also a bit of a weird thing where it's kind of a catch-all thing where people think that if you get the diminished responsibility and if you try and, well, basically, it's the whole idea of some people will try and act crazy, which is always funny because it's always the most hammy shit ever. It's like, oh, I'm crazy. Way like fucking and people don't realize that, like, yeah, sure, it may be slightly better than being in prison, but also if you're not if you're not mentally unwell and then you're put into a place full of mentally ill people, that's probably not going to be better than prison, guys. Sorry to say. Like, if you're faking it to say, "Oh, this will be an easy ride," you, it's not a catch-all. It's not gonna fix your situation, you idiots.
fair enough. Thank you for the insight. I guess thank you for the insight.
What do you
As
mean, I guess?
like,
Without the sarcasm now.
make me look good in the post. Make me look good in the post, editor.
That is a
Uh,
joke.
it's not a joke, guys. He really means it. I'm only messing. He doesn't mean it. I hope. So yeah, the film's plastic. Why didn't you tell me? And they're like, well, I don't know. And then he gets pissy at Julie, which is understandable.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so, because
I've
Julie.
been gone for 2 seconds and Nigel's run someone over. He didn't run anybody over whilst I was here,
Exactly.
as far as I know.
Just pans to a bunch of dead bodies outside. Um,
Hypothetically speaking, in a video game,
hypothetically
YouTube.
speaking, YouTube, in Minecraft, of course. Um, so yeah,
Oh, one
he
of the shorts finally didn't. One of the shorts nearly got destroyed because you made it in one of the videos, and basically, just we'll probably talk about it more in the after show. But to peel back the curtain, we recorded a bunch of content throughout the whole of November. And it's all going to come out. It's all pre-recorded. Sorry to break the news to you. It's all pre-recorded. Um, but there's one video where we're talking about the whole Ben Wadey thing, and you talk about how it's like a roller coaster. Like, can I just? And you had some mental quote where it's like, "Oh, you keep going up, you keep going down. Oh, keep going up, keep going down. You down." You're like, "Can you just let me fucking feel like I'm gonna fucking die?"
yeah.
It's like, holy shit. Obviously, YouTube went, "Oh, you said you want to die." It's like, no, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it is a funny short, so
hmm
did have to slightly edit it around it, but
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But yeah, so Phil's like, well, how come Nigel didn't crash any cars? But I was here, Julie, you shit pitch. And then he finds out from Jack that he did that. Julie was trying to help him and tried to go down for the crime, but Nigel insisted that he goes down for the crime. And then Phil's like, oh, fair enough, lads.
also I feel like I know that Jack is a shit police officer and it is a soap, but I still feel like if you were a police officer, I feel like Jack still gives out way too much information that people don't actually deserve. Like Priya basically rolled his eyes, and then Jack went, "Oh, fine. This is what's happening to Ravi." Like, you're a fucking police officer. Stop giving out the juice.
I think,
You're not supposed to tell anybody who asks you nicely.
I mean, I agree with you, I do, but like, he's a police officer, so I guess that's what police officers do in soap. I don't know, watch Coronation Street where every setting is set in the police station, I guess. Um, I think it's Coronation Street. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I know people are gonna say, no, it's actually this drama that was cancelled, Holby City.
Yeah, more like the bill rather, but
The Bill, sorry, the Bill. I couldn't think of it.
which Scott Marsden was a part of and was a police officer, of course, because that's what you
Oh,
have to be in the bill.
so you think they just carried his character over?
I mean, probably. Let's be honest.
But anyways,
Look, being typecast to be a police copper isn't too bad a gig.
fair enough. I would agree. And up next, just a smaller topic as well. Um,
Yeah, I don't
so
even know what happens in this. It's just Phil goes, get Richie on it, get Richie on it, get Richie on the case, and therefore it'll be fine. And Nigel will actually get good representation. We don't actually see this, and we just see Nigel kind of basically shit his pants about the fact that he might be going to prison. Then he makes some like funny line about how if he does, he will escape, and him and Julie can meet each other up in Mexico. Which is just a funny image to imagine Nigel trying to escape prison. Prison break with Nigel Bates. Let's go.
sorry, I'm
I'd
imagining.
watch it.
I'm just imagining it turns into like fucking Breaking Bad. Like I'm the one who knocks. I don't know who, but Saul Goodman.
He just runs the prison as well.
Would Saul Goodman be fucking? Would that be Richie in this scenario?
You
Um,
have to imagine. So, I mean, she's a criminal lawyer. She represented Phil her entire life, or not her entire life, for years, and somehow Phil's never properly went down. So
so
it's a
I
more apt comparison.
I would like to imagine that Phil is obviously not Walter White. Fucking what's the other guy's name?
What, Jesse?
Jesse. Yeah, he's Jesse. Yo, Nigel, we got a cook, bruv. We got a cook. I don't know who Skylar
Gotta
White.
cook, bitch.
Skylar White is obviously
That's Julie. It's Julie all
yeah.
over.
I'm Julie Bates. Yo. Sorry, I'm loving this. I'm loving this from what I've seen of Breaking Bad. Um, I'm
How
surprised.
much Breaking Bad have you seen?
One episode.
Fuck's
And the memes. And the memes.
sake.
And the memes.
If I actually watch Breaking Bad, I just watch people talk about Breaking Bad.
It's a show that
We all do it, to be fair.
sorry, it's a show I tried to get into, but I just can't because I went back to watch Saul Goodman first, and then I just never finished Saul Goodman to go into Breaking Bad because I was watching the prequel first. I watched like the first season of Saul Goodman and then stopped. So anyways, of the first season on DVD of
I mean,
Breaking Bad.
it's like I get the idea that you want to watch the prequel first, but also Better Call Saul is really good, but you also works off the like prerequisite knowledge of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So that's on you. That is a way to do it.
yeah.
But I
Yeah,
finished both. Enjoyed Better Call Saul way more than Breaking Bad. So,
fair enough. Fair enough. I do
but
agree.
just Jimmy is just inherently way more likable than fucking Walter White.
Yo, but yeah, sorry. Ash, can you please edit? Can you please edit Nigel onto fucking Walter White? And his little,
Absolutely not.
and his little tidy whitey. All right. Up next, we have Zoe's lies are exposed, yo. So yeah, Zoe's lies are exposed. So someone's been messing with the picture frames, and if you played Luigi's Mansion, you've noticed the ghosts immediately. Um, but and last week she watched Psycho and then had a schizophrenia moment where she in the barrel stall and someone apparently attacked her from what she says. And then in these loads of episodes, she ba- she basically like just someone destroys the pictures of her family and then goes, look, guy, you have to believe me now, guy. You fucking believe me now. Fucking hell. And then like medium mo? Little mo? What is tiny mo? What is this? What
Mini Mo.
mini mo? There we go. Mini mo goes missing. I like how now there's three mo's in the family. There's Big Mo, Little Mo, Mini Mo.
Yep.
Mo. Mo.
Also, we do actually see what the cat looks like in the episode. That cat's absurdly adorable. It's unreal. Like, God, I hope we see that cat more than we saw Tyson. Because fucking what a stunning cat.
Yeah, I would agree. I will agree.
Never referred to a cat as stunning, but here we are.
He's just secretly a big fan of cats. That's all he is. Um,
I do like musicals, not that one though.
fair enough. Fair enough. So Minnie Mo's gone on the run. She's out loose, prowling the streets for some pussy. I guess I don't know. Whatever cats do, I guess when they're a kitten. And
Depends if they're likable or not, and if not, imagine Minnie Mo just squaring up to everyone. Oh, fucking hell!
right.
It's like the thing where it's like I strapped a GoPro to my cat, and that cat was just the biggest dickhead you've ever seen. Like that cat's catching everyone. Like fuck you! What are you doing here? It's my territory,
Oh,
my property, bitch.
Minnie Moore's definitely a scrapper cat. She's a Slater
Oh
cat.
yeah.
She's definitely scrapping with all
I
the other.
mean, she is the cat you hear at 2 in the morning, just like. Meow. I was like, oh fuck off, man. They're both doing it. Then they have a little tiff. I remember,
Meow.
like, at some point, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just record these cats having a confrontation." But for some reason in my brain, I went, "These cats won't fight at the end," and then they fought, and I was like, "Shit, I'm not recording cats fighting. That's messed up." So you just at the end of the video, just see me just like, "Shit," just like, take it down, take
uh,
down the video.
yeah, fair enough. Just side note, like cats are adorable. I follow a few cats. One of my new favorite, and I'm just gonna,
On Instagram.
yeah, on Instagram, of course, not in real life.
Hopefully not in real life.
Yeah, hold on,
Piggy chases cats around the place like people chase pigeons.
hold on. I'm trying to find this cat. I found this new cat. His name's Earl. Right, hold on. Um, let me
Is it
just
like all the other cats you like where they have problems?
slightly.
Fuck's sake.
Orla has no ears. His ears were chopped off when he was a kitten, and that's Earl. Look at Earl. Let me um just drag it in
Fair
here,
enough. I don't know
guys.
who the fuck would cut a cat's ears off.
Guys, just look at Earl. He's adorable. Everyone follow Earl the earless cat, please. Um, but yeah, I follow cat.
I still will always feel a bit weird about Instagram accounts where it's like, hey, look, my cat's got problems, guys. Like, are they at least raising some money for something?
Well, this cat, other than having no ears, has nothing really wrong with him.
Oh,
So,
fair enough.
like,
But it's still known as the earless cat.
well, yeah, well, he has to be known as something. And just look at him; he looks
You
like a.
just call him Earl. I
Like,
don't know. It's always the weird things where it's like, are people really making money off the fact that their pets have had some traumatic upbringing? It just feels a bit wrong. Feels a bit wrong to me.
it's like pardon thy French that I follow who had this dog called Beth who had cancer, I believe. This dog obviously, and then obviously she passed, so she got a new dog called Beverly. And she's been locked in a cage for like 6 years to be bred, like to basically they human trafficked the dog basically, and then she was finally released, and she couldn't walk properly because obviously her feet were stuck to, like she was like basically in a cage, so she had nowhere to really go. But she's a lovely dog as well. I know that's a
Yeah.
dog, not a cat. The other cat that I love following is obviously Winky, Winky the dwarf cat. Oh no, is it Winky the dwarf cat? I think it is. And then there's obviously Willy, Willy Wonky, sadly passed, but
I
his
thought he
brother,
died. Yeah.
yeah, he died. But his brother Charlie's still going. He's a wobbly cat. And then she also adopted a mini cat, like a dwarf cat as well, called Mikey, and he's just adorable. He's just adorable. I just like that. I hate though when accounts do pretend to be their pets. That pisses me off though. That
Woof woof. I am dog. Like, oh, yeah, I don't like that.
I don't mind when people are
I
posting.
say that obviously these people they are giving these like pets home. You know,
Yeah,
they are looking after these pets who have problems. Like that's still a very admirable thing to do. But I also just like maybe don't just try and make money out of it personally.
I
Like
I mean,
if you're raising money for charities and shit, that's fair play. But
I will say the one person I
hey,
feel
look at my cat. My cat's had a shit life.
I will say, just side note, one person I feel sorry for. There was a page I follow.
Also, other side note, obviously the EastEnders was pretty fucking boring this week. So
Yeah.
this is what we got. This is how the podcast is getting padded out.
I just to end my like talk about following Instagram accounts of like animals is there was an account I followed called Wallace the Warthog. I probably mentioned it to you before, and obviously Wallace sadly passed because warthogs I guess don't live long. So he adopted two warthogs like soon after Wallace died. It took 2 months for him to get the warthogs, and then 2 months in, one of the warthogs died. So the warthog only like didn't have his sister anymore. And then fast forward 8 months later, that warthog who lost his sister passed, and the poor man is just heartbroken. Imagine adopting two warthogs, right? And you bring them back to your sanctuary, and then they end up dying in the same year. Like that's fucking sad.
It's pretty brutal.
But like he's a lovely man. He has like a grey beard, and he has like parrots with him. He has like an entire sanctuary with donkeys and shit. Yeah, it's fantastic. And then obviously I just like following like animal pages. I just like Wallace the Warhawk. His page is like decent. And then there's also Puddles, who has a brain problem. But yeah, there you go. There's Piggy's talking about fucking talking about fucking Instagram accounts. Um, yeah, back to the EastEnders. Mini Mo needs an Instagram account, I tell you that. But yeah, so Zoe basically is like, someone took Mini Mo, they kidnapped Mini Mo. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And they're like, well, I guess, I don't know. I'll phone the police. And then Bert and Arnie are like, we saw Zoe with the pictures, and then Zoe tells them, yes, it was me, but I didn't do the one in the barrel stall, and I was attacked. I swear to God. And then it's like, okay. And then Anthony tries to help her out. Anthony succeeds, I think. I was asleep for this bit. And then
Yeah, we're doing what?
Zoe.
I mean, Auntie doesn't really do anything this week. To be well, okay. So where this week gets weird, right? Because there's just so many inconsistencies with Zoe. Because Zoe's pleading that she didn't know anything about this. She's not been sent up. She's not been sent up. And then she shows that she gets a text message saying we have type Mini Mo, you know. And then someone goes, someone's following me. And then the audience are just like. And there's like, yeah, I wouldn't do this, despite the fact when she returned, she was faking that she was on the run from some people with drugs. She faked those messages like 4 months ago when she initially showed up. So obviously, yes, she would do this. Um, and it's basically Kat and Alfie just start to go. I want her to talk about it, but I also they just start to think that she's just going insane. Um, and I don't blame them. Alf, honestly, I don't. And I know this is going to be talking about Anthony Truman again. Anthony is. I don't know if he's intentionally supposed to be really, really weird around Zoe, but he's so strange around Zoe. It's unreal. Like, I know. I finally understand why people are like, suggesting maybe Anthony's the stalker, but he is probably a red herring. But he's just so weird around her. It makes me uncomfortable. Um, but then again, it might just be him being really wooden. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah, and eventually they find the cat, and everybody's kind of sick as Zoe's shit. She admits that it was her doing the pictures after Bert and Ernie caught her. Bert and Ernie, she gets spooked again. She gets worried. It's one of the twins who spooks her. She gets worried she's being chased again, and then they find Minnie Mo. After all that, till we see the adorable cat, and she just kind of has like a like a I don't know. She looks as if she's losing her mind. She looks as if she's losing her mind in front of everybody in the Vic. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I just want to find out now. Really, I just can't be asked anymore.
She also goes to a private investigator. And
Oh
this,
yeah.
okay, I need to say this. This was arguably my favorite bit, right? The private investigator is like, "All right, Zoe, so we're taking a case off the thing because Mrs. Watts is pulling out." And then Zoe goes, "Okay, but you can't do this to me. It's my son. You know how much I sacrificed." And then the private investigator's like, 300, 3K, 3 grand,
Pay up,
please.
bitch.
And then she's like, "Cat, please sell businesses, please." Then Cat goes, "Harvey, you like car? Have car. Have limo business." And Harvey's like,
Yeah.
"All right, fuck me, I will then."
Also, how much is that limo business doing that he can just drop 3 grand out of nowhere?
Well, apparently he said it's booming, so
Yeah, it's booming. He just goes 3 grand. Yeah, bank transfer. Like he's doing that now. He's going in that west. He's putting his pin and he's going, yeah, 3 grand immediately. Crazy.
also wouldn't the bank like flag up? Yeah, we're why are you sending 3 grand? like wouldn't they immediately be like, "Hold on here."
I mean, he probably would have to call them to like get it done properly, but yeah.
And then obviously my favorite bit is to go back to the private investigator, and the PI's like, "Yeah, so someone just held your son when he was a child. That's all you have." Yes. I'm sorry.
To be fair, it's not like Zoe gave her much to work on.
No, she didn't. But I no. What I do love though is the private investigator being like, "Yeah, if someone just held your son, 3 grand. Thanks, bitch. I'm leaving now. Fuck
I
you."
think it's like I knew a family that like had adopted your son or something, and then she's like, "But let me know more. I'll give you the money." Ah, 3 grand, bitch. Like, what? Private investigators. They're not scam artists, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake. Like, I don't know. It was so weird, and like, yeah, just a shit show. Like, so Kat is now getting rid of businesses in order to try and facilitate Zoe, who may or may not be delusional. I still think Sam Mitchell's the one tormenting her, but
Yeah. Fair enough.
that's just me.
I will
The rest
say.
of them think she's fucking psychotic.
I will say. Right? Couldn't she not just trace her family tree? Like, wouldn't that help her find her son if she just traces her family tree? Like,
Yeah, but what would she find out? She knows what a family tree is.
you do her
Like
family.
the thing she doesn't know is that, well, it's the fact that Zoe basically had the baby by herself and didn't seem to have any contact with her family.
Yeah, yeah, no, but I'm saying if you get the family tree done, you could go down through his family tree, find the child's name, do a DNA test, 23andMe, and then yeah. Which also, side note, have you ever heard the rumor about 23andMe?
No.
There's a conspiracy theory that people have, and you know you send your
What I'm
DNA off.
learning is that Zoe should hire you as a private investigator. You've got that shit unlocked. You know what you're doing.
Oh no, my dad wanted to trace his family tree, so he did it. But do you know 23andMe? I believe it was 23andMe. It's owned by Google, I believe. And people had a conspiracy theory that you know like you send your DNA off when you're arguably young or a bit older. They
Yeah.
believe that when you get older, so say when you're 70, that you can go to 23andMe, buy your DNA back, and you will de-age. Yeah. I know that is the reaction I had as well.
Yep. Let's go.
Because how fucking shit is that? That Google is going to be like, "Oh, you want to look 23 again? Fucking 50 grand, bitch. 50 grand. Cash."
I can't wait till people start putting their heads in jars or whatever. Just
Oh, like Futurama. Richard
yeah,
Nixon.
just full on Futurama. I don't want to be here anymore, mate. I,
Don't worry,
I can't be
we have one more
What?
topic.
Why do people believe that? Why would people believe anything? What's the point?
I don't know. I just
Your
remember.
DNA doesn't hold your fucking age.
I remember watching that Shane Dawson conspiracy video. So I know Shane Dawson is a bit of an evil person, but I remember just
I did
watching.
not.
I did not come on my cat. I did not. That's what he said, guys. That's what he said. I don't know why I said it like Tommy was all in the room, but still, yeah, I remember watching these conspiracy theories, and that was an internet conspiracy theory that people believe. But yeah, there you go. One more topic, and then we just have three more topics after that. Um, what's the time stamp? 46:00. Harry and Kojo are freed, and Nicola is pregnante, whatever you want to say. So
Pregnant.
stop making me giggle. You're making me come. Um, but yeah, as I was saying, so Harry and Kojo, so Kojo on Monday's episode really wants Oki to take care of Harry, but Oki's like, "Will you shut up? Shut up! Just shut up!" And then Kojo's like, "Do drug runs for me, bitch!" And Kojo's like, "No." And then he grabs his toy car and smashes it, and I'm like, "As a collector, you've gone too far. I was okay with you chaining Harry up, but you've gone too far smashing that car. You've gone too fucking far." And then in Tuesday's episode, Oki leaves the bags and just goes away for a few minutes, and then Harry's like, "We're not gonna find. Oh, you found the key. Oh, all right." But I was honestly, and Ash, I know you're gonna say they wouldn't do it. I was honestly expecting it to be in the most obvious place ever, like the camera. Like I was expecting,
Right next to the camera.
yeah, like I was expecting it just to be like on a fucking little like stand that says "Do not use this key," and then yeah, all right,
Break glass if fire. And
yeah,
it's just the key in there.
yeah, and he frees Harry, but Harry's obviously weak because he hasn't been fed, he hasn't been watered, he hasn't been anything.
He's also hooked on heroin.
Yeah, allegedly.
That's what the police said.
Oh, fair enough.
In a
Um,
video game, of course.
yeah.
YouTube.
They try and free him, but Harry's like, "Go run, get some help." Meanwhile, Teddy has arrived home, and Teddy took it. Right, I don't mean to disrespect a bald man, right? But Teddy, you're a fucking idiot. Like, surely you're for
Listen, bold. Why is that how you started that sentence?
um. But like, you think your first like suspect will be the fact that he's in a house, like he's in the flat, trained, you know? Like,
Well, it's
Coach.
just no one's letting him in.
I mean, yeah, because he's banging on the door, and then like they have both Kojo and Harry like mouth closed. Um, they're shut. They force them shut. So Kojo goes over to Teddy, and obviously this is where we get Junior's serious scene. He's like, "All the police! All the
Probably the
police!"
first one he's had in his entire time on the show.
It did. It is, but he like I said, he nailed it fantastically. So you have
Genuinely concerned about his uncle.
you have Teddy, who wants to free Harry. You have George, who's like, "Okay, mate. Just side note. Hold on. Let me get this straight. You knew about my brother being a drug mule, basically being human trafficked, and you did nothing about it. You didn't bother to tell me." When you put it like that, I didn't. No,
Mm. Does sound a bit unreasonable when you say it like that, but I didn't mean to.
but like I understand both George's and Teddy's side, but at the same time, George is in the right because
Oh, you'd
again,
be fucking furious if that. Like, what the fuck? What do you? Why would you let this happen?
and like I need to clarify for people, it's not. It's the fact, right, that he's not a little bit autistic. It's the fact he's severely autistic. So it is human trafficking because code because
I think the word they use is he's a vulnerable adult. There
he's
we
a
go.
vulnerable. Sorry, okay, sorry. But yeah, he's a vulnerable adult. Like if I tell Ash, do me drugs, sell me drugs, he's gonna go fuck off. But obviously, if you go to coach, you're going, you won't get your toy car if you don't do this. You
Well,
won't.
he's been like groomed and manipulated
Yeah,
into not being okay with it, but he just kind of thinks that's what he has to do because he doesn't really have a choice.
Yeah, and then obviously you
It's
have
basically you do it or Harry gets hurt.
yeah, which is honestly not really fair. But then obviously he goes over and then
It is a good fear tactic, though.
that meant true. He he does go over and fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, he goes
Yeah,
over.
Kojo like interrupts this talk is the whole point. Like
Yeah,
Kojo escapes. He lets Harry out of the chains. Harry, who as you said before is hooked on the gear. That I don't want to say again because YouTube will probably demonetize the video. Um, he's very weak. He's obviously not really been fed. He's not really been eating. Not really been doing much. Honestly, is the whole point. So he's stuck on the floor while Kojo goes to Teddy's. I don't know if he knew that they were at Teddy's. Let's be honest, but regardless,
maybe I think he was just going to go to Teddy for help because he knew Teddy knew. Um,
yeah, maybe.
um,
But goes there. George wants to call the police. Junior wants to call the police. Teddy wants to keep it under wraps, and then they obviously go over there, try and find him. This while Oki shows up, sees that Harry's out of his chains, gives him a good couple of kicks to the ribs and kicks to the stomach, and then this while like I mean, someone should just do the Benny Hill theme to like Kojo and Teddy just running around the place.
don't tempt me.
They're just sprinting around everywhere. And they go back to the flat, but Harry's not there and he's been taken away. And this is all fine. They go see it. And until basically they hear the sirens because George did call the police. Only at that point is Harry just kind of dropped out the car and they speed away.
Yeah, that is what happens. They go to the Broughton Hospital now, and Kojo's obviously freaking out 'cause he doesn't want to answer to the police because he's obviously scared, which rightfully so. It has to be. I would be
I
too.
mean, he has been terrorized about it the entire time.
Yeah, and then I love. Sorry, it's just even though I didn't like George this week, but I like I he was annoying, but it was the correct response. I am loving
Yes.
where he was like, "Yeah, Nicola, your son's a fucking addict, you fucking bitch." Like, Jesus, George, don't. I remember I went on Reddit, right? I went on Reddit to just look at like EastEnders to see what they did, and then someone said George's subtle racism is not good. He's not being racist. He's not being racist. What the fuck you want about? He's not going you people. He grow up. But yeah, he basically is like, yeah, your fucking son did this to my brother. And then Nicholas like, please don't get my son involved. Please don't
Yeah,
report him.
it's essentially the angle of like, but Harry's a victim too, and it's like, yes, but Harry also, like, even if he didn't mean to, he's still knowingly allowing. Like, obviously, Harry didn't have a choice either. They were both groomed and they were both set to be a part of it, so neither had a choice because if he either did anything, like fucking, Harry knew that Oki had a gun for fuck's sake. Like, he didn't have a choice, but also Harry there were many times where Harry could have rattled the operation and actually like told people, which would have hopefully put a stop to it. But also the only time he actually raised the alarm bell was to Teddy, who fucking like an idiot put a massive camera in the most stupid place possible that would be seen immediately. So you can blame Harry for his part, and obviously he is a victim too. And obviously George is gonna be like the overprotective, like older brother in its own right. He's perfectly allowed to do it because, I mean the main reason that George went Kojo staying with me, Kobina, is because he kept on seeing like marks on Kojo's arm. So like he went, I have to protect him, and now he's supposed to have been protecting him this entire time, but now he learns he's been groomed and exploited by an exploitation gang. So there's no real surprise that George is gonna be fucking fuming that this has happened, and he probably feels a great deal of shame that he's allowed this to happen in some way.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, like I understand both sides of the party. And then they obviously it's like you tell Harry, you tell the names. And then we find out that like fucking Oakie's name's like Tyrone Oakery or some shit.
Yeah.
No, Tobias Oakery, I believe was the name. Um,
Something like it.
and then like they bust into Ravi's house and were like, "We're arresting you for human trafficking." And then I got a message from Flora going, "I can't believe they arrested him for human trafficking." And I went, "Yeah,
What he did.
well he did, yeah." And they went, I know he did, but I didn't think they'd mention it." I went, well, yeah, he did." But yeah,
I mean, it's the kind of thing, right, where I will always reiterate that I'm pretty sure I did I did a whole piece about how I did a whole short about saying how the funny thing about like criminals in soap is usually the kind of like pomp and circumstances, the usually the aura around these criminals. You're supposed to be scared of them through how they act, but they also don't always tend to say what they specifically do because the idea is always way scarier than actually hearing like the sad truth of what they do. Like it's like, oh, Phil, he's did a bunch of horrific shit. He's probably killed people. Is way more like engaging, and I don't know. It's that kind of thing where you kind of protect the audience from knowing from knowing the really dark truths that make you just hate them. Like you don't go, hey, here is this guy. He is a human trafficker. It's like, yeah, well, fuck this guy. But you go, oh, they have a dark past. You don't know what they've done. That's a whole lot way engaging because you don't actually think they're doing because the dark stuff they do is unspoken, and this is the kind of it feels like a shift over the last couple of years where they're more willing to put actual characters in these scenarios where they are like now like fake charges.
yeah, yeah,
So they aren't terrified of kind of actually putting a label of them being bad people like on our screens, essentially.
fair enough. I would agree with that. And Ravi gets arrested, and then they're like, "Yeah, Ravi, we might not like make your case severe if you actually help us and you do it for us." And Ravi's like, "All right, I'll do it for you." And then George and Nicola get angry at each other. Sorry, I'm burping. And then I believe nothing else happens there. And then we cut to the end of Thursday's episode, and Nicola pulls out a test. Test. Hold on. I have the perfect opportunity. Test. This is a test. Um, yeah. She pulls out a test. It's a pregnancy test. She is pregante with George's baby. So poor fucking Harry.
Could be
Not
Teddy's.
Teddy. Could be Teddy's. But I just want to make the assumption that it is George's, so the family can all be connected. But poor fucking Teddy. Imagine being cooked 3 times. Two times. One by Zach, and the other time by George. I also know Teddy's gonna have a weird reaction, because imagine that baby pops out and it's you know, he doesn't
Yeah,
really.
imagine if it happens to him again. He's gonna fucking lose his shit.
But yeah, that's basically it. And now it's time for the thoughts and the awards.
Um,
Oh
I suppose before it's just is there a chance that this is Nicola trying to like reclaim her like maybe she does actually want the relationship with George? It's not out of Nicola's wheelhouse to buy a fake pregnancy test.
no,
You know what I mean? Feels like something she could do. I don't know if she will. It's still I don't know. Like I don't know. It's a weird thing where not to be like rude or anything, but isn't Nicola also like slightly older in its own right? So it's kind of the. I feel like I'd imagine if Nicola's the age of like Laura Doddington, the actress, she's what like early 40s. So like at that point in time, most women are just like, isn't the old body clock ticking? You're like, I don't know if it's possible anymore, guys. So I don't know. It's definitely not the direction I expected it to go. Could it be bollocks? Could it be true? Who knows? Maybe something would rhyme after this, but I'm not going to do it. About this though, I'm glad that it's over. Fucking thank the Lord that we no longer have to see Harry and Kojo chained up in a flat. That is lovely. That's delicious. Thank God that that's done. And also, the fact that the way that Ravi's going to get over this is he's going to become an informant. He's going to become an informant of the police, and he's going to like unveil. He's going to like break apart this crime syndicate. I don't really know. I still don't know if that redeems Ravi for all the dodgy shit he's done.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't.
Once again, is Ben Wadey going to make us want to feel bad for Ravi, despite a lot of us saying "fuck him"? He needs to pay for his actions. Like, are you? You can't really act like we're still going to be really hooked for Ravi and Priya. Like, no, no one cares anymore. We don't want to see it. Like, he's done bad stuff. He needs to pay. But will Ravi still be on our screens in 6 months' time? Probably.
Just
Just another weird choice.
Yeah, and now it's time for the thoughts and awards about the show. Thoughts about the show, and awards about the show. Hold on. Piggy's
I
not.
thought it was a.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought it was an all right week. It wasn't great. It wasn't gangbusters. It was all right. It was better than the last one. But I'm just hoping that we get some reprieve. But also, we know that now we're going to be done somewhat. Well, we're not done with the like. We're done with the aspect of the storyline where Harry and Kojo are locked up. Now that's over, but now we still have to deal with the aftermath. And it just feels like next week's going to be another week of fucking Zoe just like being like, everybody hates me. Why is somebody stalking me? Yeah, oh, God. And everybody's just going to be sick of it again. So I don't know. It just feels like we're spinning our own tires again, and it's just not been that great overall. It's not like I'm not really looking forward to watching the episodes at this point.
Yeah. Um. Uh, I feel weird about watching these episodes. They're they're not good, but they're not inherently bad. Like this week wasn't inherently bad. I liked Kojo and Harry being freed. I liked that aspect. I know, and spoiler, next
Harry is a free elf. Sorry.
I wouldn't really be making a Harry Potter joke nowadays. That um, just saying. Um, just to bury it.
I, 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 I can fucking do what I want.
I refer not
Fuck
fair.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah,
It's just-
fuck Joe and Kathleen Rowling. Um, fuck her. You can rot in her moldy mold and her moldy pussy. I don't care. But yeah, my thoughts on the week is I enjoyed Harry and Kojo being freed. I enjoyed um I enjoyed that aspect. I know next week, spoiler by the way, that Harry stabs Oki, so that's going to be interesting.
Sorry, what?
Well,
I've not heard about this. What?
apparently he stabs him next week.
Stabs him?
Yeah, apparently he stabs him
Fucking hell.
because he goes to stab fucking uh
Oh, is it like self-defense? So he goes to attack Gina and then.
no, he goes to attack Kojo.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know, Danny May. I'll just go on Danny May's channel. Give me a second. Um, from what I saw with Danny May, hold on. Danny, where are you, Danny? Um, uh, yeah, here it is. Um, have a look at that. There you go. But yeah, he stabs him. Um,
Oh, Christ.
yeah. So can Harry be redeemed? Obviously, yeah, because he's doing self-defense. He's stabbing a man who's going to try and attack an innocent person who he
Yeah.
human trafficked. But yeah. So other than that, this week was pretty shit. Um, Other than Anthony Truman being the star of the show, I'm only messing. Like I love picking up Anthony Truman now. Other than him being the star of the show and him being the true icon, the week was shit. And also, we didn't talk about it, but Anthony Truman gets a phony call, and it's like, "Hello, yeah, how are you? Yeah, the plan's going well. I won't tell Dad. Yeah, see ya." And that's it. We don't know what he's doing, but we'll find out soon. Is Paul dead or is Paul alive? Who knows? Um,
Please no. For the love of God, no.
reverse
Can't be.
the Beatles soundtrack. It'll say it for you.
Yeah, I killed Paul. I just why like he's taking a job at the GP. Fucking why? Why is he still here? Why? There better be some actually intriguing plan for this, because the juice is definitely not worth a squeeze at this point.
Yeah, yeah. And now it's time for the awards. We have as follows. We have the Chris Crenshaw Award of Excellence, just the Chris Crenshaw Award. The Anthony Truman Award, or Anthony motherfucking Truman Award, and we have underrated and who needs slapping down. So where will we start? The Chris Crenshaw Award? I suggest we
Yeah.
start with the Chris Crenshaw Award. Who wants to go first? Raise your hand.
You sound like you want to go first.
No, I was panning to you, so you'd raise your hand.
Oh, I'm not raising shit.
Okay, but you go first then.
I'm not a puppet. Chris Crenshaw, most promising. The fact that Harry and Kojo are no longer locked in a flat for what feels like 7 years.
I mean, yeah, that is my Chris Crenshaw award, and now the week is over. The week we've endured another week of EastEnders, and it's finally over. And hopefully this doesn't drag out anymore. But no, we're
It
gonna
will.
have.
It will.
Yeah, we have next week as well. We also have investigating Ravi. God help me. Just put a shotgun in my mouth and blow my brains out already, please. Um.
Reasonable.
Merry Christmas, guys! Merry Christmas. Um.
It's not that bad.
No, 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 no. The Anthony Truman Award. Who gets the Anthony Truman Award?
I'm just gonna give it to Anthony again.
All right.
I
I'll
know,
fit.
I know. I give it to him before. He's just so weird. He feels so out of place. It's unreal. He feels so out of place. I'm getting actively creeped out by him.
I I just want to say I'm going for like when they throw Harry in a van and beat him up and throw him out of the van. Like that was so unnecessary to beat him up even more. You've already beaten him to a pulp. You've kicked him in
They
the
don't
ribs.
care. He's rattled the operation's rattled. Everyone's going to prison. Like
No, no, no. But I just felt it was so
they
unnecessary.
were they were probably gonna kill him.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it was so unnecessary to beat him up and then
Yeah.
kick him in the ribs and then bring him outside, put him in a van, beat him up in the van, and throw him out of the van. Like you could have just shot him, like that would have done more. But I guess that's a bit too dark for EastEnders. Um,
Yes.
but like, I just loved it. I also loved Oki just getting more and more annoyed at Kojo, and I'm like, you don't talk to Kojo that way, you prick. I endured you putting Harry in chains, but you don't dare speak to Kojo on that tone. You understand me, Oki? Or else I'll be phoning the police and I will be telling them about your fictional crimes in a fictional show. I tell you what. Um, underrated. Who gets
I
the?
still after learning that his name is actually like his name is Oki in it. I just laugh at his really dumb like the gangsters called me Okie Dokie because I would listen to I would listen to whatever they say. It's like how shit of a like I'm trying to be called backstory is that. They call me Okie Dokie because I say yes. Like, it's such a terrible backstory. And now we know he was just trying to put it on.
Yeah.
They called you Oki because they're probably a bunch of typical East End gangsters and didn't know how to pronounce his fucking name.
Okay. Um. But yeah, up next, the underrated award. Who gets the underrated award?
The delicious cranberry stuffing turkey pasty that I had earlier that gets underrated.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Fucking lovely, delicious.
Yeah, it sounds delicious. Um, Is cranberry sauce nice? I don't think I've ever really had it.
It's all right. I'm not in love with it, but it's okay. Nice on a Christmas dinner.
Fair enough, fair enough. My dad's after doing me some spuds and mince. That's good, and a bit of gravy. Some Angus beef steak. Mint. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Who's underrated for me? Oh, Junior. And who needs slapping down at? Oh God, who needs
Oh,
slapping?
sorry, I got distracted for a second. The whole drug storyline.
Yep, I agree with that. And now that it's the awards, it's now time. It's now time for everyone's favorite segment, the Strictly Speaking segment.
This week was way better than the last week. It genuinely, it was like I had a lot of problems with the icons week just because it was just like why do you need movie week, icons week, Halloween? So now we can actually move back on and get some proper. We get some actual. We get to see the Halloween dances, and they're always really good, and the costumes and the dance are really good. Also, probably had one of my favorite Strictly dances of all time. My favorite, Lois and Katya, did this. I mean, it was a couple's choice, and everything going into the couple's choice was essentially him being like, "I'm doing it for me family, and I've got 17 brothers and 15 sisters. Lee, we make up the entire population of Hartlepool." Something like that. That's where he's from. And it was about him like leaving from a young age and got working for what he dreams of. And the dance was an absolute banger. It was a well deserved 40. And the rest of it was pretty good too. In terms of EastEnders people, obviously Balvinda, she's in the dance off, so she's been in the dance off 3 times. Like I don't know what she's done to piss everybody off, but she's always in the dance off. It's unreal, and she keeps winning. She keeps winning, which is lovely because she deserves to win in most of these situations. But I do feel bad for her. I've not tended to vote in the last like this series because I didn't really want to. But the last week I did vote for Balvinda because I feel so bad for her. But but Ellie Goldstein, the actress model, she went out finally, and it felt like it was the right time because where everybody else had kept on progressing, she just stagnated. So yeah, it was the right time. It was the right time. But obviously, at this point, we are getting a bunch of the people who you feel like they shouldn't necessarily. I don't know. Well, basically, we're at the point where we are losing genuinely talented dancers in the competition. But I think the right person went.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't have much to add. So I guess now it is time for the after show. Um, yeah, this could be either 10 minutes, 50 minutes, or 2 minutes. I don't know. It just depends. The after show. What have we been up to? Well, I decided on behalf of both of us to, and obviously Ash did agree eventually, to record the rest of November out. So yeah, we recorded the rest of November. There should be videos every single day except for Sunday, and because we have podcasts. And you should be treated to that, and hopefully you enjoy it. Really? Yeah. Do you want to go further into it, or?
Yeah, it was just I don't know. It was kind of it did come out of nowhere because Piggy just goes to me and I was like, all right, I've been thinking about something. I'm like, all right, here we go. He's like, all right, I've got something to pitch. And he basically just goes, what if we just block out the rest of November? I was like, sorry. And to be fair, I say that as basically as of like last when we recorded the videos, we kind of blocked out till the 16th because we went fuck it. Whilst we still have the time, let's get a bunch of backlog and so if we get lazy or we get tired and we just kind of go from there. And yeah, Piggy just goes, what if we just do the rest of November and take it off? Which if that does feel a bit wrong, it does. Obviously, we'll still be doing the podcast each week. It still feels a bit wrong because now what we just do nothing for a month. Like it feels like if you make really high like octane videos with like really high production rate, I can understand. It's not like we're doing that much. So a part of me got some reservations about it, but I mean, hey, fuck it. Why not? It's not like we're just leaving everybody high and dry. There's still content coming out. It may not be the most relevant at all times. You know, some of it may get predated, but yeah, it'll be a nice way to take a big fuck off break before Christmas, and then hopefully at that point we kind of hopefully at that point we're fully firing all cylinders. Because I mean, I will say I'm still in a bit of a depressive slump. Um, that's still a thing. It's not like it's not necessarily gone away. Still a thing, and I don't know. I didn't really know what the best outcome was. Like I started like writing another video, but I was like, I'm not feeling it whatsoever. So it's kind of just a nice little break before Christmas. I don't know. It still feels wrong. I'm still conflicted, but we have like it's all been done. So I don't know what we'd do if we decided to say, actually, we're gonna scrap all those like fucking 20 videos we've done. But yeah, hopefully it does its job, and it means by Christmas time, when we're in that kind of constant grind of like, all right, time to do it, time to watch the EastEnders every day and do Walford on tap every evening. Hopefully by that point we're full of beans.
Yeah. And that was mostly it. After this, we have to record. I have to record a tier list because I have to rank all the Christmases in my opinion. Ash is going to be recording it, but it'll be mostly my opinion, and he will be like, just go and do that again, or keep it in. I don't know. It's not really going to be edited. It's just going to be an hour long of me ranking my opinion on the Christmases. That's pretty much what I'm doing next. Yeah, I don't have much more to add. Do you?
No, it's just I hope it's not I hope it's not too jarring.
Yeah,
I hope we've kind of kept a bunch of enough topics that are relevant enough to still be engaging. I hope we've not like accidentally just. I hope we don't come back and it's like the channel's dead. It's like what? Or I've only been gone for 2 weeks.
and
But no, it'd be fun. It's something we'd never even really thought about doing. It's probably going to be the longest like time off we've had, fucking probably in years. Honestly, like fucking. Usually it's like maybe we'll do 2 weeks, and then even when we do the 2 weeks, even by like the end of the way that the most of the 2 weeks have been is I'll have a really good first week and then I'll have a mental crisis on the second week. So it'll be like, oh, this has been so good. Then by week two, I'm just like, I'm just bored and I don't want to do anything. So we shall see. But yeah, I hope it's not too annoying for everyone. But it's not like the content stopped. We're just going to be doing the podcast every week, and that's it.
yeah,
So hopefully by hopefully by the end of November, we're all prepared for Christmas.
yeah. And without further ado, we must bid you a goodbye, a good night, and yeah, we will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye.